Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Huskies offense will have the football first. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the Oregon Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Bryant. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Some misdirection with the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Williams looking for a man. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got to wait. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Williams will pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Really don't like that play call for 2 reasons. Number 1, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But 2, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing, it just forces the quarterback to have to hold on to the football. And because of that, he took a terrible sack.
And he's knocked down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Moore. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break and it is 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last one.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He caught him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 72 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hit.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Moore will throw. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He'll try the left side. Fighting off the defender. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Snags it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Boston. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Williams looking for a man. Fires one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Dances away to buy time. He's out past the 35. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams will pass. He's got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll be brought down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Evans. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Boston. Turning it on. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Talk about aggressive play calling here offensively. Down close to the goal line. On first down, you try to throw it, it goes incomplete. Second down, you try to throw it again, and now you get sacked, so you're almost forced now to have to do it on third down too. Whatever happened to just running the football down the goal line and just trusting your offensive line and trusting a ball carrier to find a way?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Moore to the air. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Whittington. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He'll pull it on the read. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Washington sends out the punt team. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Moore to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Had to throw it before he wanted. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Ducks will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that one's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Williams looking for a man. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. If this defense can come up with a stop here, scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Whittington. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The option look. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense in an empty set. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And they swarm him under. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads it left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes! He's now up to 77 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So now on comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They're going to run it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams looking for a man. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Stewart. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Off play action on 1st down. Got a man. It's Coleman.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Calls his own number. Turning it on! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. At the 40, there he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Moore to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Punt is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Coleman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. He's past the 30. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. Washington wants to go quickly.
Man, it is do-or-die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback
oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bryant. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Got a man. It's Boston. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands, it's Coleman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Corner's going to give them room. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5. Washington right back to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.